Meet Cynthia Posey and Michelle Bell. They call themselves two twisted sisters, dessert and candy bars. Welcome. This is Angela Thompson with ArKAngel Enterprises, and I am here with my friends. I am back with Michelle Bell, and now have been joined by Cynthia Mason Posey. We've been friends forever, and so I'm going to just jump right into the friendship, and then we're going to get into how you guys came up with two twisted sisters and what is it all about. Is it just like the name implies, or is it something else? So let's talk dance, right? That's how we know each other. Our kids dance together. And although we thought we could dance too, we did not dare get on that stage when we were not prompted to. And so we kind of followed them around, and we've been friends ever since. And so you guys are awesome. You are amazing. And so now you started Two Twisted Sisters. So tell everyone what gave you all the idea and what is Two Twisted Sisters all about.
First off, the name. The name really doesn't have anything to do with the product that we have. But the name came about one evening after copious amounts of wine. And we came up with our name. We wanted something that was different, even though it didn't really represent the product. We needed a name that was catchy and that people would remember and think about. It has served us well in most cases. We had we did a bar mitzvah for over 200 people. They had an open bar for 6 hours. So toward the end of the 6 hours, several of the male attendees wanted to know what Twisted Sisters was all about. So that took some management. Yeah. Quite a bit. But our product kind of came about and has evolved. We started looking for something that we could do part-time. Both of us working full-time and having a whole assortment of other responsibilities. You know how it is. I have 2 daughters now that dance. They're in their 30s, and I have 2 grandsons. And of course, tonight one has somebody's got to go to swim practice. Basketball is tomorrow. The baby is 17 months old. So we were looking for something that we could do, not even at that point to generate income, but sort of for fun, but wouldn't eat up a lot of time. And we came across, so weird, we came across the idea of doing chocolate-covered Oreos. Take an Oreo cookie, dip it in chocolate, and at first they were just kind of plain, and everybody loved them. But then we started getting fancier and fancier with how do we decorate them, how do we embellish them. Chocolate-covered Oreos, Michelle grew to, what was our next product that we did? Pretzels.
Probably the pretzels.
Yeah, chocolate drizzled pretzels. And then people started coming back. We had repeat customers. And they said, well, you know what? I did that for the baby shower. Now I'd like to do this for that. And at first it was small friends and family things.
Family. Mm-hmm.
And then it was, well, can you do 50 of these? And we kind of looked at each other and went, yeah. And then it was, well, I'm having a wedding with 150 people. Can you? And we went, yeah. So we've now evolved, and we are doing, oh Lord, chocolate-covered Oreos. We have the chocolate-dipped pretzels. We have the wafer cookies that are now dipped and embellished.
Rice Krispies treats.
Rice Krispies treats. That's a big one with the kids. And then we really stepped out on faith and decided we were going to learn how to do K-Pops.
Yes.
One of us stepped out. The other one drugged the other one, kicking and screaming. But
I was kicking and screaming.
So interestingly enough, now we've expanded to the point where we probably have from butter vanilla, plain vanilla. There's one called Death by Chocolate. We have sweet potato pound cake. At Christmas, there's gingerbread, white chocolate peppermint. Mm-hmm. Then we've got
orange pineapple.
Yeah, orange pineapple.
Orange pineapple, which is one
These
of
are interesting flavors.
Right, and that's the thing. I know we have such a range of flavors, so we can satisfy any palate, right? We have what's our newest? What is it? The chocolate chili pepper.
So it's chocolate. It's chili chocolate, and it has chilies inside the chocolate, and on the top it's drizzled with red drizzle, and it has chili infused chocolate shavings on it, but it's not biting and hot.
And I'm not someone who likes chocolate, but I tasted the cake, and it has an after taste of cinnamon. It's like a sparkle of cinnamon after you taste it. It's such a different flavor, very interesting. And that's the one thing that you'll with our flavors are they're not what you normally see at any like a Starbucks or even other bakers who do who make cake pops.
How do you all come up with these ideas to come up with these different flavors?
Sort of, what can we do that's different? Sometimes it revolves around a holiday. For example, we did Valentine's boxes this year. We did them last year. We did even more of them this year. So we kind of look at, what's coming up. We try to do them, if we're doing a vending event, we make them look different so that we can quickly see what's what. This one is Death by Chocolate, otherwise known as Black Girl Magic. So, and if you notice, all of our product is individually bagged and closed, unless the customer says, I don't want them bagged.
Okay.
We've been doing that since COVID, just so there's no cross-contamination.
Great sanitation
and with
method.
kids, they're not playing in them. So we have a vanilla bean champagne flavor that has real champagne in it. And even though it looks blue, it doesn't taste blue. It's white chocolate that's been tinted blue, and it has little roses on the top. That is very popular at weddings. This one is a red velvet. Nice and sparkly.
Yes.
There's a white chocolate raspberry that's popular at weddings. So people say all the time, well, what's your price list? And we really don't have a published price list per se, because we're very hands-on. We're very customer-centered. So we would say, well, Angie, what's your vision? What do you want desserts for? How many people? What's your favorite flavors? Do you have a favorite flavor? So we ask those kinds of questions and then build a quote around what the customer really wants to have. So that has also allowed us to provide desserts that are just very unique. Everything is color coordinated. We ask the customer, what are your colors? What's your color scheme? What's your palette? How many kids are going to be there? We forgot about those. We have cake pops that are in miniature ice cream cones. They're cake pops.
Yeah.
And we have cake pops that have things like Fruity Pebbles.
Yep.
And so we want to be able to tailor it to the needs of the customer. The other thing we haven't quite mentioned yet is we also do a lot of philanthropic kinds of things. For example, like the Palm Squad. And I love, supporting them. I mean, just Latasha, I love supporting them. So when she said, hey, we'd like to do a buffet for our gala, we put our heads together. What's your budget? How do we come in under that budget and still give the kids something that they can be excited about? We do repasts. We have a big event coming up on March 16th, which is a fundraiser for the Instant Results basketball program. It's $100 a plate fundraiser. And, we were asked to do desserts. Well, that's essentially going to be one on us, because we want to pour that money back into the program. So we do a lot, and we do a lot of small. Someone will say, well, I really only want this, but it's probably too small for you. Nope. The only thing we say is, if you like cake pops, we need you to order at a minimum a half dozen or a dozen, because we got to, you can't
bake the whole cake.
You can't bake 6 cake pops. But we've had people say, I only need 20 pretzels, or I need 2 dozen Oreos. Can you? And we do it, at a reasonable price.
Right.
I really like that. I want to go back to what you guys offer for like Valentine's Day and special events like that, where I believe you go out and mine was delivered last year, right? And so I think that too is a very special touch. If an organization, whether it be for-profit or non-profit, wanted to have these to-go boxes, is that something you could do if it's not tailored to holiday or to a special day?
Absolutely.
Day of the month? Okay.
Absolutely. And I'll let you know, we recently did cookies, some Oreos for Gallaudet University. So we had their logo on their cookies. We've done it for the United States Postal Service. We can do, corporate events. We've done, the to-go boxes. So pretty much anything we're open to. And
I love that.
Customized. Yes. So we really reached out. Another thing Cynthia did not mention, as far as some of our volunteer events, what was the event we did? The Veterans Baby Shower.
Oh, yes. So last May, the VA hospital in Washington, D.C., little known fact, they actually do an annual baby shower for veteran women who are pregnant and are about to deliver. And they do car seats and clothing and gift certificates. And they reached out to us, because I'm a 30-year Army veteran. They reached out to us and said, is there anything you can do to help us? So we actually did little to-go bags. It was a drive-through. And they got to-go bags that had pink and blue cake pops and Oreos and things like that. So of course they've reached out again this year. And we just, we like to be able to give back, and we're always looking for new and different ways to tailor. For Easter, instead of doing the boxes that we did for Valentine's, because we're going to do those also for Mother's Day, but for Easter, we're going to do dessert boxes. So if your family's coming to Easter dinner, order your desserts from us.
I am one of your customers, and I have been to various locations, whether it be for a big event, such as what we all do with Top Ladies of Distinction, where there's lots and lots of people, to children events like what we did with the Palm Squad, and they had their gala. No matter what the event is, presentation is always on point, and it's always tailored to whatever the goals is, just like what you said. So in addition to the color coding, the way you all have the different levels and the lighting and the presentation and how you serve, it's the entire experience that you get with what you guys offer. And it's amazing, and how in tune you are with the customers, how you all greet people when you're there to kind of hand out, pass out, get to know the people. Everybody feels warm and invited. People can't wait until it's time to serve, and they're talking about it throughout after they get their bag of treats, whatever it happens to be. So you guys are doing an amazing job. Absolute amazing. And it tastes good. My favorites are the Oreos. I don't care what kind of stuff coating you put on it. It's the Oreos.
We just had a request for chocolate covered vanilla wafers. We haven't done them yet, but someone asked for those. I experimented with the Biscoff cookies that have the cream in the middle. Someone told me they love those. So, I mean, any cookie. I mean, it seems like we're just kind of, we'll try anything. I think.
Although we have not yet tried, I threatened to do Brussels sprout balls to fool the children, because once they're dipped, they wouldn't know. But anyway, we haven't done veggies yet, so.
Right.
Why don't you try that? Let me know. I just want to see what their reactions. I'll take a lot of pictures and let me see. So in terms of location, I know you certainly serve the DMV, the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area, but how far will you go, to help people? Do you go beyond the 50-mile radius of Washington, D.C.?
Travel-wise, we've gone as far as Hershey, Pennsylvania. We did a large wedding. We did baby shower up there that was huge. Newport News area. But we also can kind of like pack and play. We can ship things. The only thing that we are mindful of the time of year, because for example, cake pops. If we're shipping cake pops, where are we shipping them to? How hot is it going to be?
Right.
So we make sure, because we want the product to be in great shape when it arrives. But we will ship. We will tell you how to put it together. I recently got an order from Bucknell University, and they were doing a Christmas holiday party into the semester, and I shipped probably 200 plus pieces to them. And they were just ecstatic when they got them. It was for their cookie exchange thing. So, I mean, we will do it within reason. But if we don't feel that we can ship it and get it to you so that it meets our quality standards when it arrives, we'll turn that away.
That's the thing we do. I think, like Cynthia was saying, when we ask questions, we don't always, no matter what your budget is, we're going to do everything we can to make it look nice. So, someone may have a larger budget or someone may have a smaller budget, and, they'll say, oh, I really like that. Well, there's ways that we can scale your request to meet your budget. So we always want to do our best work. Our displays reflect on us, and we always want everyone to enjoy their event. We want them to be happy. We want to stay as close to our clients' visions as possible.
You certainly do that, because every event that I've been to, there's never been an unsatisfied person. I mean, they're almost giddy by the time they see what's there, and they cannot wait to pour into it. Very good. I am so proud of you too. This is awesome. Awesome.
And congratulations on your business.
Thank you. So if people wanted to inquire about or to procure your services, what do they do? Do they go to a website? Do they give you a call? Is there an email address? How do you want people to get in contact with you?
So there's a couple different ways. We are on Facebook, we are on Instagram, and we are at the @ of course, the number 2, Twisted Sisters Parties. And then they can send us text messages also. So both of our numbers, mine is 301-404-0872.
202-306-0565.
Text, call. They can also get us by going to our email. We're not as good as we should be. We're checking the email. But we're the number 2, Twisted Sisters Parties @gmail.com.
It's fun. It feels like we're a part of it. We just like to share in the joy and the planning of people's events, baby showers, all of that. So we're happy for people, and it's just good to, after COVID and getting back into the swing of things, it's just good to see people happy. It's just our way of feeling, it's just
connected, right? Yeah.
So,
all right. Everybody, you have heard from my friends and now yours, the two twisted sisters, Michele Bell and Cynthia Mason Posey.